Cow chop. What else can I say? It makes me sad to talk about this topic because these guys have held my life in their palms for nearly a decade, and without them, I legitimately would not be the same person I am now. Cow chop was one of the greatest channels of our generation that revolutionized what many strive to do. That being bringing out content every day that was quality and did not seem rushed or tasteless. Today, I want to be talking about the main history of the major two people of the channel, Alex Marchand and James Wilson, leading up to the creation of Cow Chop, the rise in popularity of the channel, and where they went wrong, then corrected themselves, and the eventual death of the channel. So, let's just get right into it. Hello everyone, my name is Kiwingly, or you can just call me Kiwi, and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk about a channel that recently quit putting out content due to many reasons. This channel has not only fueled my addiction to YouTube for the past 3 years, but the channel's creators have an even bigger history in the game, but also with me as well. But before we talk about the channel's creators, we need to talk about what came before Cow Chop, a similarly conceptual group of influencers, the Creatures. The Creatures were a group of friends who all met through their connections at Machinima, a famous MCN which is now shut down. The original term creature came from a video that Kutra, another YouTuber in the story, and also the founder of the Creatures, had made for Machinima that was part of a series based on Call of Duty 4. The Creatures eventually became a business organized of the founders and creators, Z Royal Viking and Kutra. The official Creature Hub channel was created in March of 2011, which were made up of Chilled Chaos, Junkyard 129, Gassy Mexican, Kutra, Z Royal Viking, Spoonerism, and Uber Hexarnova. Very soon, within several months, they added Seamus and Sly Fox Hound. The Creatures started as an amazing group of talented creators, but very soon drama started and many people left. But just as fast as people were leaving, more people were joining. Overall, I would say the golden age of the Creatures were between mid 2012 and the end of 2015. During that time, they legitimized themselves as a professional group of jokers that eventually made themselves into the Rooster Teeth family. After the start of Cow Chop in 2016, the Creatures lost a lot of support of their fans as they went to support Cow Chop. And then officially, in July of 2017, the Creatures ended. There are many videos out there where people go in depth with what happened to the Creatures. In fact, I recommend you watch one, and if you're interested in group-oriented funnies, I will link a playlist of some of the best videos and a video to watch about the history of the Creatures down below. But to get to the point, the first YouTuber I discovered was Uberhax Arnova when I was only like 9 or 10 years old. And 8 years later, this dude has made a lasting impact on me. It's crazy to know that these popular YouTubers legitimately hold people's lives and childhoods in their hands and make an inspiration out of themselves. He is a big reason why I've always wanted to do YouTube, and honestly, he is one of the oldest and well-known YouTubers simply because of the positive reputation that he has made for himself. Along comes Alex Marchand, another previous member of the Creatures who joined the group in 2013. Right off the bat, he started hitting it off with James, and the connection they had was closer to what you would see with brothers. They even lived together at a point where many amazing videos and streams stemmed from. Honestly, this was an even more favorite time for me. The 3 years that Alex was there were absolutely magical. Cow Chop was started after many different rumors started about things happening in the Creature's office. Those rumors included James and Alex not having enough input on the content of the group even though they were the most popular, the owner of the business having sex and dating an employee secretly, and even disrespectful and mean behavior throughout the office that led to negativity all the time. Cow Chop was teased around a month prior to the channel actually starting. During that time, Alex and James teased that it would be a new channel based on the name associated with a cow, represented by a cow print pillow and other items sprinkled in. At first, many speculated that this channel would be focused around the amazing gameplays and skits that James and Alex had done in the past on their own channels and on the Creature Hub channel. Fans also speculated that Cow Chop would be a spin-off of the Creatures or just be a show within the Creature Hub channel. However, that all halted when James and Alex went on stream April 28th, 2016 and announced to 20,000 people that them, Aaron, Joe, and Trevor would be leaving the Creatures, and along for the ride came Brett Hundley, who had worked at Machinima for 5.5 years and met James and Alex during their time when they were under Machinima.
Okay, so quick recap here. Myself, Alexander, Joe, Aaron, no longer Creatures. Cow Chop, we're going full force with Cow Chop from here on out. So
fortunately, when Cow Chop split off, they still had the support of Rooster Teeth and were still a part of that family. After leaving the Creatures, the Hub channel sustained a huge amount of subscribers lost, bringing them under 1 million because, simply put, James and Alex were the most popular creators in the group. After a year of struggles and a lot of money lost, the Creatures finally disbanded in July 2017, and the members went on to do their own things, such as joining other groups, dedicating their time to streaming, or working at game publisher companies.
So, the reason for today's video is we are officially announcing that the Creatures are coming to an end. And this video is mainly a couple reasons, one of which being just rampant speculation and talk going around.
The Creature Hub channel has been left for 2 years, with their last video, the announcement of the departure, garnering over 1.1 million views, and the channel now left a wasteland to some of the best content you will ever see.
Here. Oh my god, I'm gonna be sitting at home, waiting, digging away at this sand, reinventing this bullshit that Alex has left me over here. I don't even know what to do with it.
Is that you're gonna turn a new leaf and become a sand digger?
What?
You're gonna become a sand digger? You're gonna dig sand?
What?
Alex, are you serious?
What?
Hello?
What did you say to me?
Alex, are you serious?
What did you just say to me?
Because now your career's over.
I'm just asking him if he's gonna dig for sand. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah. I bet you would like me to say.
So is that a yes?
Oh my god.
Is it a yes or no to my question?
Alex,
Can I plead
Alex,
the
I think you
fifth?
need to leave the office.
Can I
right
plead
now.
the fifth?
I'm not leaving the office for asking a simple question.
Okay.
Cow Chop's history can be split up into 3 different eras: the house era, the barn era, and the warehouse era. Although the warehouse era is the longest of the 3 since it spanned about 2 years, all eras have a significant change in content with the channel, possibly that started the downward train of harm to the channel. The house era consisted more of gameplay than the other eras, but this is when many shows were introduced, such as Amazon Primetime, The Wrong Side of YouTube, and Foreign Import. It was going great. People were loving the content. They were gaining subs like mad, and they were enjoying themselves. The house era climaxed around the end of 2016 and the beginning of 2017, when they did the most insane things in the house and the best content was being made. They were comfortable, and plans were going smoothly. What plans did they have, Kiwi? I'm glad that you asked, random person who found this video at 3 a.m. Cow Chop wanted to move to LA. I know, how cliche. However, they justified wanting to move to try and make better content around more people that they know. They also told people that it was getting harder and harder to make content in Littleton, Colorado, simply because there was nothing else to do. Anyways, people were on board and they launched a fundraiser through Rooster Teeth. Anyone who signed up through Cow Chop to Rooster Teeth first, their subscription-based content service, similar to like Crunchyroll, would be supporting Cow Chop directly, with RT giving them a huge cut of the profits. Sometimes, though, problems arise, and problems really arise for Cow Chop in late January 2017, when they received an eviction notice.
Welcome back to Cow Chop. Today I am here to give you some really depressing news because for the past week or so we've been in this ongoing back and forth between us and our property managers. It turns out that a little over a week ago somebody from the audience, I guess, decided to snitch and take it upon themselves and send one of our videos, or a few of our videos, to the property managers and explain how we're doing illegal activities here in the house and we're also causing massive property damage. So with that, we're being forced to leave the property. This is it. I know we have the whole first drive set up for people to help us get out to LA, but that wasn't supposed to happen for, you know, a couple months. This was somewhat of a malicious attack, which, you know, it's fine if you don't like me and you don't like Alex, but you got poor people like Trevor here who now could find himself out of a job because
I shouldn't be smiling.
you shouldn't be smiling because it's very serious.
I'm gonna be out of a job.
We're gonna be homeless.
Oh wow, who could have expected that coming from the same guys who put holes in their walls, set off fireworks inside their house, broke down doors, and filled their tub with milk and Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Well, they filled the bathtub on the second floor with milk and Lucky Charms.
There's enough in here for everybody. Just go ahead and
Hey, Joe, can
just
you,
go ahead and
can
get
you
in
give me the
there.
best piece? Can you give me the best piece, Joe?
Oh! Oh my God! What the f***, you f***ing idiot!
Oh, Jesus.
That f***ing hit me!
Is our house being
God! This is like the Shining. Holy sh**. Oh my God! Oh my God! What the f*** is wrong with you? Point proven. Now we have a, what do you call it, a saw.
What the?
Sounds like he's on his. Bro, yeah, anyway, you.
Well, this is exciting, isn't it?
Oh, sh**.
However, they were forced to leave because of some random person who was a viewer ratted on them and sent some of their videos to the property's landlord. Ever since then, the Cow Chop crew referred to that viewer as the. When they moved out, before finding a place to set up a base of operations, they made a few videos at James's house, which sparked a great video that I just have to show a clip of.
Holy sh**, that burst! Oh, dude.
You gotta rinse with water for
Call
15
poison
minutes.
control!
You're gonna rinse with water for 15 minutes and we're gonna call a doctor. Go rinse your eyes out, dude.
Yeah, it was great. Oh yeah, I forgot. During this era, they also added Anna and Asher, that mostly were cameramen and editors. They are pretty cool. The barn era lasted from February 2017 to April 2017. Why is this called the barn era? Well, thanks for asking, blonde kid who stumbled on this video after watching Fortnite Ninja. Well, it's because the Cow Chop boys decided to rent out a barn to put out some content in between their move to LA. However, the barn was horrible. It was cold and in the middle of nowhere. During this time, most gaming content consisted of just Nintendo Switch gameplay. That wasn't necessarily a bad thing since the thing had just came out in my own opinion, but that was a big criticism that people had for the channel at the time. Personally, the aesthetic they had being in a barn was amazing. It seemed like they were the most excited to make content at this time. I loved every bit of it. During the time in the barn, they hired an intern named Jarrell, who was honestly so funny every time he was on camera.
Hey! Who are you? Huh? Come here. Seen you around from time to time. Seen you putting in the time. We're gonna give to you a gift that keeps on giving. Show all this. This is too elaborate. What the f are you? What is he doing? What is he f***ing doing? Like, stop.
I don't know if that is necessary. I don't know if you need to take off your pants.
What the f are you doing? Why are you exposing the fish to this?
She's about to go skinny dipping in the fish
Shut it
tank.
off. Shut it off.
Okay, we're done.
Shut it off.
It's a shame he did not follow with them to LA, but obviously you can't blame anyone for not wanting to. Jarrell also ended up taking care of Stan the fish, which was a gift James got for Alex on the final Amazon Primetime episode In the Barn. Is the fish dead now? I'm glad you asked, 35-year-old Coomer, who stumbled onto this video looking for similar tips for private activities you could do while using a kiwi. Yes, the fish had a horrible, slow, and painful death.
So you should have a grapefruit that has two sides missing, just like this. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put a hole in the middle of the grapefruit, approximately the size of your man's. Do not make it too big, do not make it too tight, just approximate. Now, when you grapefruit your man, he has to be blindfolded. He's going to be looking at you like, what the hell are you doing? But he'll never say stop. All he's going to be thinking is, I could have been a grapefruit all these years. And that's the grapefruit technique.
Rest in peace, Stan. The warehouse era lasted from April 2017 till December 2019. The warehouse was crazy. In the move to LA, the Cow Chop crew lost Aaron, who decided to go his own ways instead of moving to LA with the boys. With that, they brought on Jacob, which is personally my favorite person to see on camera, Lindsay, who also worked at Machinima at the same time that Brett was, and who had a good relationship with him, and Matt, who was hired by the crew to be mainly a dedicated cameraman and editor who had known Brett since college. The warehouse's first loss they sustained was Joe, who was frankly tired and wanted to try and go back to college to finish his degree. He also ended up leaving because he realized that he was about to become a father as well. Later, after the baby was born, they named him James after his best friend, James Wilson. 2017 has been a wild ride for the gang so far. 2018 starts with Anna leaving to move back home with family to help them. After that, Trevor ended up taking a vacation and eventually leaving to pursue his own path. Before leaving, though, he was featured on a mini-series with Brett and Alex as they went on a road trip to the Grand Canyon named, whoa, that's a Let's Play. I'm gonna keep it real with you. And until I considered how good this series was, I considered the House era to be my favorite. But after that series, I knew that the Warehouse era had to be my favorite. Not only is it one of the greatest string of videos I have ever seen, but it was honestly a masterpiece in comedy and film. I highly recommend you to watch this series. It will be linked down below.
Yo, I almost died. Hello? 911, you'll never catch me, suckers. Yo, look at these woods. These woods look sick. I remember playing in this game. These woods were like 28 bits.
Did you play this game when you were a kid?
I sometimes dream about this game. Like if I was the horse. We read the comments from the last episode that went up, and everyone
Norvies? While we're still here.
everyone liked the songs. Trevor, why don't you tell me about where you grew up?
Where I grew up?
Yeah, where'd you grow up, dude?
Well, you see, living in a...
Ow! Dude,
Baby.
did you call me a baby?
I grew up...
I didn't say that.
What'd you call me? Did you call me a baby?
I didn't say anything.
Call me a baby, dude.
That was Trevor.
Would a baby do this? That's right. How to make bagel bites. What's the directions? 20 minutes, seconds?
You gotta be kidding me.
I grew up okay.
2018, we can't even cook bagel
I
bites
grew up
under a
I grew up in California.
Later on, Alec and Abby ended up joining as interns, with Abby leaving in September 2018 after her internship ended, but Alec joining onto the team for the ride and being hired to make video thumbnails, and then later being promoted to be a part of the main cast. Also, in September 2018, Asher was let go from the group due to inactivity in the company. People were sad to see him fired, but later was clarified on why on a CCT episode, their weekly podcast. 2018 was filled with positives and negatives, and again was an even more wild ride. 2019 came to be the last year of CalChop, unfortunately. Officially announced after James, one of the founders of CalChop, left after sustaining an injury while making a video for the channel that required him to get surgery.
Why am I doing all this, dude? Alright.
The problem is you held on to that too.
I did.
That's gonna keep you back.
Holding on.
In the video I'm Leaving CalChop, he announced he was departing from the channel, citing that he was tired of the group type content that he had been making for nearly a decade. Do I judge James, one of my favorite YouTubers, for leaving? No. He made a lasting impact with creating the channel with Alex. He changed forever the standards for YouTube channels made with a group of people. They made the channel what it was and what it would remain. A masterpiece. That day, I cried. I had invested so much of my life into CalChop, buying merch, watching every single video, and supporting them in any way I could. To see one of my heroes depart was hard, and for a while, held me back from wanting to watch CalChop. And for many, they had the same reaction, but they never recovered. They never swayed, and they never watched CalChop again. Me? I started watching religiously like before after about a month. In the video following James's video on CalChop, Alex announced in James is Leaving CalChop that the company would run until the end of 2019 to obligate with contractual restrictions. From then until December, the channel consistently started losing subscribers, and at the end of 2019, they had lost about 100K. Following the announcement afterwards, you could see that the cast of Misfits would seem a lot more tired and depressed. You could see it very clearly. Throughout the year at conventions and on Patreon, more and more evidence of the channel actually being shut down were becoming reality. Many more people ended up being hired by the channel to help out, and they made watching content very interesting. Of them all, John and Garrett were my favorites to join in. They gave off an amazing vibe off of them, and it was much needed for many people. About a couple months before James left, Jacob and Alec started a channel named Off Canny, which the content focused on skit-oriented comedy with insanely good editing. Later in the year, they announced that this would be the future of what they would do after CalChop.
What the f? Hey, dude. My ball! I don't think I'm supposed to be here. How do I get back over there? How do I get back here? What the f? Where's my ball? You head. Huh? You're a I don't know how to go. You're a piece of shit. Here, here's a new ball. Hey! You better get that. Dude! Adrian, I almost hit you in the back of the head. It's not what golf is about, all right? This is not, don't. Jacob, those are our only balls, Jacob. Ah! Retard, can't catch him. Ah! Ah!
Through September to November, Lindsay left and joined another channel, Funhouse, which is another channel under Rooster Teeth. Alec left to make Off Canny his main priority, and Matt left for reasons that he felt that he wasn't being included enough on videos. And with that, at the end of the year, CalChop finished, and made a video akin to their first video ever, named The Final Interview. The video is one of the most emotional pieces of media I have ever watched, and I was not ready for many days afterwards. It was very hard. With that, it was all over. The end of an era. Cow Chop was an excellent example of a good idea not working out. The channel was revolutionary. It gave many people a platform for their own goals, like Jacob and Alec, who have another great idea of a channel in Off Canny, with other people like Joe being a successful family man harboring a great legacy in his hands, and the founders themselves able to pursue realistically any path they want to. I wish the best to all that were employees at Cow Chop. They made mine and hundreds of thousands of people's lives better. Something that not only anyone could only dream of accomplishing, but something that is so hard to do nowadays. Thank you, Cow Chop. Just thank you so much for everything that you've done. Thank you everyone for watching the video. This is a topic I've been wanting to talk about pretty much all month, and I'm glad that I finally worked up the courage and want to finish this video. As always, thank you to everyone who has supported me throughout my sporadic upload schedule, and to everyone who has been there for me. As always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like the video, share it around if you want to, but on another note, how insane would it be if anyone from Cow Chop saw this video? It would honestly make my year if they did. Anyways, comment down below if you see anything I can improve on, and subscribe for more slightly average content. Thank you to Cow Chop, and thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.